Hi, I have in front of me here a T8 LED tube light. Basically, this is an LED version of the fluorescent tube light. So the key points on this is that the overall length is 1200 millimeters and the rating on this is 20 watt. Now it's equivalent of the fluorescent 36 watt. So it's considerably more power efficient, almost twice as efficient. And fluorescents themselves would have been very, very power efficient compared to traditional lighting. So it's a big leap forward. The reason that we've added these on is there's a huge move towards LED lighting simply because of the energy saving and the lower maintenance costs on it. We've decided to go with a company called Manhattan as our primary supplier. If I come along here and look at these particular units, you can just see the box that it comes in here and the 20 watt rating on it, okay? So inside it we have the bulb here as well, and what we have is the equivalent of what would have been the starter itself. Effectively it's just a resistor inside, it just slots in where the starter would be. Now I'm going to talk a little bit later in the video about what's involved in actually fitting these and what you need to do, and it's important to note that, okay? So if we come along here and if we look at the general design, they're far stronger than fluorescent bulbs, so in terms of the handling, things like that is much easier. If we look at the back here, there's an aluminium back in it, and the front here is a reasonably strong plastic, and you can do things like, you know, tap the thing, it just won't break like a fluorescent bulb. It's quite strong to that extent. What we have from beginning to end here is a series of tiny little LEDs the whole length. When we hit this light, it comes on instantaneously. So we have a huge advantage just in that. The fact that it comes with a natural white light makes it ideal, we'll say, for office use, things like that. And then in terms of the life expectancy on it, it's rated for 35,000 hours of use. So Manhattan are actually giving us a full 5-year warranty on these units here. Really what makes the difference between low and high quality products in the LED range is the chips that you're using for, and that's really where Manhattan are trying to set themselves apart. They've gone for high-end chipsets, and it really makes a huge difference both in the energy usage, the life expectancy, and also it prevents the problem that can affect lower cost LEDs, which is the fact that light dims over a period of time. By going with a brand here, we're able to prevent that. In terms of being able to swap these out, you will need to hire an electrician. The reason you'll need to do that is that although the fitting is exactly the same, with traditional fluorescent lights, they have starters, they have capacitors, and they have ballast, and you have to bypass that because this just runs directly onto it. So it's just removing what's there. So it's a pretty simple process on it, but you will need an electrician to go and do it. And what we're going to do is we're going to post in the download section of these a schematic that we're being sent by Manhattan Lights just on exactly how the procedure in terms of the wiring on it is. So that's it, an overview of the T8 LED tube lights available on freetv.ie.